Oh, wow.
That's hard.
All right, I'm going to call this meeting to order, and we can start out with the roll call. Are you ready, Julie?
Yes, hang on. I'm just looking for, there it is. Okay, I got it. Absent. Okay, Mary McGrattan is
Here.
Megan's present. Mike is here. I'm here. Roberta's here. Tracy, are you there?
She's not here.
Not here yet. Gary?
I'm here.
Molly?
She's not here.
Okay, and Hillary. Okay, so I may have to make some changes if people come in late or whatever.
Okay. And did everyone get a chance to read last month's minutes? Do we have a motion to approve them?
I noticed that where we voted, it has Mary voting with us in the minutes.
Oh, okay.
Mary doesn't vote.
Well, exactly. That's the point I'm trying to point out. Yeah. Other than that, they look fine. That's the only correction.
I will let Nicole know. I think sometimes for some reason puts Mary in there. I know when I did it's one time, it like will automatically throw people in there.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't let you unclick people that are present. It doesn't let you remove them from voting.
Well, I make a motion that we accept the minutes with the corrections.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, and correspondence, and Nicole sent around a letter today from Avalonia. It was a fundraising letter. They were asking for membership, and we had decided at our last meeting to kind of table that until we saw what happened with the budget, maybe a little later in this year. You know, if we want to revisit that, we can, but I just wanted to bring that up and make sure everyone saw that. Did you get that email from Nicole?
Yes. Yes.
And I also went by this morning and we got a letter from the North Stonington Conservation Commission, which I will scan to everybody at work tomorrow, just so you can see it. They basically said they had seen the great work we had done on our trail maps here and wanted to share the recent brochure they had done with their trail maps, so that we would have that information, and asked us to share it any way that we could. So I'll get this scanned in and, you know, get it to you guys, but it's just kind of a brochure they made up and wanted us to see because they had seen the good work we did on our trail maps.
Good.
I don't have, do we have any public comments? It doesn't look like anyone's here, so I don't have any informational items, so we can move on to old business. Has anyone done any property walks since last month?
I have. So I went to Kettle Hole. I'm going to be doing that this Saturday as well with the library, but I went because I think Mike, you were talked about that I think last month, the tree that was in the middle. I took the chainsaw and I cut that all out, so that's all clear. And other than that, it's, it's fine. I walked, around and went down the kettle hole and came back out. And there's only one other place a little back further. I wouldn't mind trimming down maybe this, spring or summer, but, and then, that's all I did was just cut that tree out of there. It was a lot of snow still, so.
I was up to Whitehall and I noticed a whole lot of footprints in the snow. So some people are using it, it's the same person every day, one or the other. Unfortunately, I went to check on to see if the upper meadow had been brush hogged yet, and it has not been. I need to get a hold of Tim and find out what the story is. But other than that, the trail looked fine. There was a couple people walking the dogs up there. I met them.
Any other property walks? And trailblazers at LCC maintained trails?
So I didn't end up doing the trailblazing on the last Saturday in January because it was too cold for me. So I have yet to reschedule that. I'm going to be out of town this week and I'm going to wait to reschedule it until after I come back. And then a couple of people, I don't remember their names. I think maybe like Mark and Judy, I don't remember the last name. They reached out to me on Facebook about helping to trailblaze Stoddard's Wharf, not Stoddard, what was it? Stoddard Hill State Park. Stoddard Hill State Park. That is not blazed yet. It's not a Conservation Commission trail. It's a deep
State.
yeah,
State
park. So and we had previously talked about this before. I'd reached out to Deep like last summer asking them about trailblazing there and they never got back to me, and at the time we had said something like, if we did trailblaze it, I'm sure nobody would mind. But anyways, they reached out, they'd be interested in helping and getting it blazed. Hey Molly, it's just talking about a couple people had reached out to me to volunteer to trailblaze Stoddard Hill State Park. So and so I'm open to their help, and if yes.
Okay, the town of Ledyard has tried to acquire the Stoddard Park because it's kind of it suffers from benign neglect, but the state was not willing to give it up. So, and I'm sure they're not going to mind if you do any work on the property.
That's my thought.
Yeah, we were disappointed not to be able to do the blazing.
What are you doing, Precious?
Conservation Commission
I'm
7-year-old
sorry,
can't help.
Molly.
meeting.
Yeah, sorry, Molly. I was saying it was too cold. I hope you got the email before.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
We're up for it, helping.
Okay, awesome. And I was saying that I haven't rescheduled yet. I'm going out of town this week, and once I get back, I will pick a date for rescheduling, but it'll probably be a Saturday. So probably the same time. Just I'm gonna come back, get COVID tested, and that's, and then I'll go from there. So I'm not planning on getting COVID, just as precaution. Just that's all for trailblazing.
All right. Any other trailblazers we have coming up, or I think that's the only one I know of. Okay, so anything new on the signage at Burton Trail?
Oh, the signage. Oh, okay. I've spoken with Fast Signs. We've held discussions on, what I would like to see. And I spoke to him about was having all the signs uniform. I think we've discussed that. So it'd still be the same color, the green and, the white and everything else like that. I sent him a picture of the map, the trail map and stuff like that. And he said he would get back to me because I gave him rough dimensions of which size I want, how large I want the signs. And he's going to configure it and see how it configures on there. And he was supposed to be getting back to me. I haven't heard back yet. He may change the dimensions and the size a little bit to make everything in configuration. So I'm still waiting to hear back from Fast Signs. We can't put anything in the ground right now anyway. You know, I told him how we're gonna hang them, you know, how we're gonna do. He even offered that he's very what would be the word, very supportive of our open spaces. And he even offered to send one of his workers for free of charge to go help me put the sign in when the time comes. So I may take him up on that offer. But I don't think it's a rush now because the ground's frozen and we can't dig any holes and put any concrete, you know, footings on, not footings, but anchors to hold the sign in yet. Yep.
Nick, oops, sorry, yeah, Mary?
Okay, let me go back to the Stoddard Park. We went there one Sunday after lockdown, probably maybe in April. And there were a lot of people down there. It was a beautiful Sunday, but the road into the area was terrible. So I did complain to the mayor and he said he was going to talk to the state. I haven't been back, so I don't know whether it has been repaired, but it was impossible to really get down there without weaving and waving.
The
So,
road is still really bad.
oh, okay, okay,
Has not been fixed, but I agree it needs to.
yeah, okay.
It's a good place for blue crabs though.
Oh,
No, it is. I know. I've been down there fishing for them.
okay.
Next up, we have the Hike Ledyard program, and I think we have some exciting news there. So go ahead, Megan.
Well, I've been busy creating some promotional material. And so I sent you all, there's 3 things and they are on they're with the trail maps now. So like they're on they're on the same webpage where all the trail maps are. Under a section Hike Ledyard program. So the information is out there right now. You saw the 1-page flyer with the program information, and that I submitted to get printed in the Ledyard Events magazine that should come out like the 1st or 2nd week of March. So that will be in there. And then there's also a 1-page, like a trail information sheet that, you know, has all the, like, there's 14 trails, has all the information. And then I also created a checklist just for those people who want to, I don't know, check off trails as they visit them. I talked to Parks and Rec Director Scott Johnson. We've been going back and forth a little bit over email, and I called him today just to like kind of clarify where we are. He said that, oh, and as I think I put this in the email too, that the shirts, like doing like shirts and totes, I had some trouble. Like it was more complicated than I thought to set up an online store because we needed to like connect to a PayPal account. And it's really important to me that this is like as low maintenance as possible. So yes, so Scott Johnson had said that Parks and Rec can definitely do stickers, and he wants to order like 500 stickers. Like purposely wants to order extra. So he wants to do 500 stickers, and he also says they can probably do patches. So right now, the goal is everyone who registers for the program gets that like really cool, I think it's really cool, not like a non-disposable vinyl dishwasher friendly sticker for everyone who registers for the program through Parks and Rec, which is free. And then once you complete the program, which is once you visit or hike all the 14 trails on the list, then you get a Hike Ledyard patch. And Parks and Rec, like I said, so Scott said he's looking through the finances to figure out exactly, you know, if they can do it. They had some unexpected expenses come up with like a pipe burst in some building. But I'm very excited about it. Obviously the flyer is already going to be in the magazine, and I kept it kind of vague because this is, you know, it's not a done deal yet, but it's getting there, which is exciting. It's just taking a long time, but the ball's rolling. So I think that's all I got on that.
Okay. Anyone else have any comments on the Hike Ledyard program? Anything else there? Okay. And Off Leash Trails, we kind of left that up in the air and said that we kind of were going to not really discuss that for now. I wanted to make sure that was still everybody's feelings on that, to kind of put that off for a little bit.
That's fine.
Okay. And we had mentioned the Whitehall environmental assessment, which I still haven't been able to get to town hall and see the other one that they had. So I don't really have anything new to add on that unless anyone else has anything to add there.
Yeah, I contacted the Conservation Council. And a person has gotten back to me and is supposedly sending me information. And I also know there's a regional plan of conservation with CCOG, so I'm going to get a copy of that. And the Eastern Connecticut Conservation District also has another team who will come out and do an assessment, but it's superfluous compared to the kind that you pay to get. So they're there, they can schedule that kind of thing, but we still have to make a decision on how we want to do it. And then Ledyard, in Ledyard's plan of conservation and development, there's actually a very specific talking about plant town-owned open space tracts collectively serve as undeveloped parks. These plans should be prepared, forest stewardship plans prepared by a DEP certified forester or natural resource professional should be developed. So I think I'll get a copy of anything in the POCD that directly addresses something like that through the town. And before we choose to do anything, we should kind of know not only what the town, but the region and the state and the whole kit and caboodle might want us to do or suggests we do, or anything along those kind of lines. So if we're going to bother spending money on doing something, at least we do it appropriately and have it include everything we might want, especially if you're only going to do it every 10 years. You know, if we try and establish something like that. I think the trickiest one will be the first one, because after that, if we just move to another piece of property, we'll have kind of an outline of what we might look for on each future piece of property. And we might not end up with the same people doing them all, but we'll be much better informed on how to contact people, and they'll know what we expect and any of that kind of stuff. So I'm going to keep following up and collecting more stuff, and we'll see where we go with it. But I think it's something we should pay attention to and move ahead on our consideration to do something each year on some piece of property, and especially if they're going to be used as much as they are right now. And now we have the nice trail maps. I suspect a good portion of them will be used more than ever. And we might be looking at what else we have to do to trails to keep them in good condition. So that, just so I'm going to keep working on it and see what happens.
That would be a good problem for us to have, but yeah.
It's like a good plan. Do we have any other old business to come before the commission? And moving on to new business, did anyone have any new business? We did get a treasurer's report. So Roberta, do you want to talk about that for a second?
Yeah, I did include Hillary in hoping to get a printout of this, and it worked quite well because it came the same afternoon I think I requested it. So that was a very, very good approach, I think. And because of the 2 memberships that we approved at the last meeting, it looks like memberships can only come out of certain parts of the budget. So Hillary had to, okay, money got moved to other, where it could be paid out of the operating part of the budget. And so for the rest of the year, we have a budget remaining of $2,365. And the trail maintenance account has $1,540. And the Whitehall Park Trust has $23,909. And I didn't give you the pennies, I just gave you the dollar amounts. So we do have money to continue doing things, and it looks like having the money left in our budget moved to the trail maintenance budget does allow us to do a lot more things, because the bog bridge was expensive and getting the maps all done was expensive, but we've been able to pay for all of it. And so I think that's been a really good move forward to be able to actually do those kinds of things.
So if we don't have any other new business, do we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
All right.
Seconded.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Good night.
Good night. I'll see y'all next month.
Yeah.
Stay safe.
Good night,
stay
everybody.
safe.
Bye. And stay warm.
Bye.